My dudes, what's going on? If you want a chance to get your IdleOn account reviewed, make sure to head over to twitch.tv/GriffyBit. Make sure to follow and look for when I go live with account reviews in the title for your chance to enter the giveaway to get reviewed and end up on one of my YouTube videos. Anyways, let's get into it.
Welcome to another account review. Today we're going to be taking a look at Bdugg on IdleOn efficiency. He needs help with his DK damage. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what we can help it up. I'm going to give him most of the parts of how to get other damage, such as like stamps and alchemy. But for the most part, we're just mainly focusing on DK because that's the best for pushing. So, say you look through his characters quickly. Duggalicious, based. Got a Barb, Bdugg, looking good, 497, 472. So this is his first Divine Knight. It looks like this might be his second Divine Knight. Yes, that is a second Divine Knight, so we're definitely going to be focusing on Bdugg. He also has Archdugg with the 456, 459 ES, 462 BM, 415 V-Man, 461 Elemental Sorcerer, and a 501 Siegebreaker. So right off the get-go, it looks like he's fighting TVs with Mining Efficiency Star Sign. Wow, crazy. That's really good for damage. Never heard anything in my life that would help you whatsoever. And 10% chance to not consume food. That's good also. Oh, and 2% skill AFK. I love running skill AFK gain when I'm farming mobs. It's really helpful. I love that. It's new to me that grinding is a skill. So probably for your first suggestion, is I would suggest taking maybe some damage star signs. That would maybe help. Maybe some AFK star signs. That would definitely be strong. You forgot? I mean, everybody forgets, but now it's time to face the music. That you need to change that. Probably be a good idea. And it looks like you're fighting TVs with Midas Mind. Okay, that's all right. That's okay. Okay, all right, fine, fair enough. Okay, he's running. So he's doing chocolate chips. So he's definitely farming out crystals right now. With no crystal cards. Oh, so big good. Don't necessarily know what you're doing here farming TVs, but okay. That's taking a guess. You're just taking a wild guess. Say you're farming batteries for your World Force Splicer. If I had to take a shot in the dark there. But who knows at this point? Take a look at skills. Okay. Main ones we want to look at are probably construction. 310 in construction. Okay, definitely want to get that up. Okay. Overall, not too bad. Equipment. So he's running full Kruk gear. He's got the Skull Lance, which is the Kruk weapon. Also running the Bested Slot Scarf, which is good. 2 Emperor Obols. He's running full drop rate. Kind of. He's got drop chance and mining XP. Okay. He's got his big pickaxes and stuff with his World 3 Splicer. And he's got some good golden food going on there as well. Okay. So right off the get-go. Change star signs. Definitely something to work on. Absolutely. I don't really have anything to say about his equipment. His equipment seems to be fine. It's definitely where it should be at this moment in time. His statues are already starting to get Onyx. Probably wouldn't suggest to Onyx right away. He does have no cakes at the moment, but that's okay. He has, the jar, the kebabs. He's got some speed pots. He's got hampers. Some golden meat pies. I don't know why he needs defense. I mean, he's level 500. There should be no reason to see defense. But just wait, Chad. When we get to Alchemy, maybe that'll explain everything. Carrying capacity's fine. Take a look at talents. We'll take a look at talents at the very end, so we kind of know what you're building. You have full post office except for mana box. Max out mana box. Max mana box. If you didn't know, the DK has been fixed when it comes to the orb. So it's fixed now, so don't worry. The reason why most people didn't want to use mana box is because it messed up with the orb cooldown, but the orb cooldown has been fixed, so now you can add that to mana box and have more potency with max leveled out orb. So keep that in mind. Right off the get-go, we're going to start off with the easy ones. We're going to take a look at how's the Obols looking. Full drop rate, to be expected. I mean, obviously, running drop rate, I mean, I would probably, if anything, I would get pop opals from Giga Frogs, especially if, you're running all drop rate anyways. That's a lot of drop rate missing out. Are we looking at family? This is all over the place. Wow, this is... Figure out family obel page. It's one or the other. Don't do both. No hybriding. Hybrid's bad. Crazy to popular belief, hybriding is never a good sign, especially stuff like multi-kill. You know, although multi-kill's Pog, you know, I gotta love it. It's only base multi-kill. It's not multi-kill per tier. It's not like these bad boys. Like, you know, it's crazy. This one obel is probably better than all of these obels combined. So that's always a huge struggle. And now that we've done kind of that basic stuff, let's head on in over to stamps. This is where it all sort of shines. You have 6,766. Are you in World 6? Yes, you are in World 6. So, pork chop, sussy gene, global warming. Get your remaining stamps. Absolutely. Now let's take a look here. What has he got for... Obviously, the ones we want to look at is Steve's sword stamp. Absolutely. So he's going to be spending about 11.4 million to 33.5 million for the next couple of levels. Cost for next level is about not that expensive. He's starting to get into Starfire coins. Steve's sword, definitely something you want to prioritize. Super, super good. Even this is easy upgrades. This is only like 12.8 million. You can 3D print this, no problem. I mean, you don't really have to worry about Tomahawk stamp. Tomahawk stamp's kind of like meh at best. Longsword stamp, absolutely want to do this. You're not even in the millions yet. This is easy upgrades. So you just need to go through and start focusing on, get your stamps, get your remaining stamps, and prioritize getting mob 3D prints or ES farming for combat stamps. Because that's going to help you out. Like, you even got like something small like 70 on Dementia sword stamp. You get that way higher just for like that free damage percent there. You definitely want that ASAP Reno. So that's definitely going to be super, super net positive for you. Absolutely. And also you have 5 gilded stamps as well. You might as well start using that stuff while you're here. So far, not so bad. Let's take a look at Alchemy. This is kind of where it kind of shows you where people are at in this game. So right off the get-go, Maddie Stafford, Bojack, and Britley Spears. You're missing about 2%. 2% in total, so you could probably get another 6%. 6% total damage just from those bubbles. From Britley Spears, Maddie Stafford, and Bojack. So let's do BS, Maddie Stafford, and Bojack. Okay. Another huge one. If you guys don't know, power of try 1, try 2, try 3 is some of the most disgusting damage. And you have them super low. So those are the 3 bubbles that you should hard focus. Hard focus. Try 1, 2, and 3. This is crazy damage for you. This is definitely something that everybody hard focused when they first got these. And it's something that you should always focus no matter what. Just because it's base damage based off how much wisdom you get. Because the higher that you get this up, it gets to a point in later game where all stat is literally all the rage. So if you're getting all the all stat for all the rage, you definitely want to make sure that you have these scaled up so it just gives you free total percent damage all the way through. You really haven't touched World 6 bubbles. I mean, you do eventually want to touch World 6 bubbles, but that's fine. That's not a huge deal. Your bubbles are looking a little low, but it looks like you're kind of just working on your skilling bubbles at the moment, which is fine. That's totally not a problem whatsoever. Maybe getting Call Me Bob up a little bit more just to help out would be not a bad idea. But I think if you just focus on those 6 bubbles for right now, you'll be pretty good. And, you know, maybe do some like Kill per Kill or Mr. Massacre, because you said that you'll be struggling through World 6 pushing. Kill per Kill bubble is huge. Mr. Massacre is huge. Getting those to be able to be addable is going to be S+ for you. And it shows that you're starting to get some atoms, as I can see there. And also, Big P helps a lot as well with when you start getting gods. Next up is Vials. Let's take a look here. How we take a look. I mean, you got the tail time. You got the Krakenade. What level's the Krakenade at? Krakenade's max as well. So you're doing pretty good with your vials. I mean, I don't have really anything to hate about your vials, actually. Your vials look fine to me. Obviously, there's some of them they're slacking here and there, but other than that, this is pretty upscaling vials. I feel like you might have prioritized vials over bubbles, which is usually not the ideal scenario, but I mean, for vial mastery, I can understand. And you focused a lot on your sigils, which is, I mean, not a big deal, I guess. Sigils are going to get a little bit faster. Man, it's 41 days for that. 41 days for that. That's crazy, dude. That's actually disgusting. I mean, you're kind of at the point where you can work on your sigils because you've gotten every other bubble, so, and if you've gotten all your boost to 170, then you don't have to worry about that. Wow, I'm deleting that instantly. We go to construction. Take a look at here. See your refinery. Okay, so this is where a lot of your damage is. Okay? A lot of your damage is going to be coming from your refinery rings. So no matter what, you never, ever, ever want to stop leveling this up. No matter what. Always level refinery rank. Only on for red. That's 100% what you want to do, no matter what. But other than that, it's doing pretty good there as well. Red always on. But I mean, and then you got some total damage percent here. So a lot of these, you're actually just, if I'm going to be completely honest, you're cooking. You're actually still cooking. Your 3D prints aren't too bad as well. So you got skilling prints, skilling prints, skilling prints, skilling. Hunter is running refinery, which is good. That's S tier. This guy, I'm taking a guess that's your V-Man, also running refinery prints, or whatever prints you want for level 13 vials. Skilling. Your 3D prints are right where they need to be. They're great. They're absolutely fantastic. Obviously, they might be a little bit low, but I mean, it's to be expected. Oh, here you go. Right here. Clip skulls. Get them done. This is probably your biggest focus right now. Is Eclipse Skulls, 100%. I rather see you do this than start focusing on stuff like TV and stuff. Yeah, you could easily clip World 1, World 2, World 3 before you even touch Onyx statues. Because you got to realize the difference is it's a multi-kill and a damage difference. For Eclipse Skulls, Onyx statues is a drop rate difference. So you can do all of them depending on the prerequisite you do. So Onyx statue is dependent on how much drop rate you have and how much crystal chance you have. While on the other side, Eclipse Skulls is based off how high your multi-kill is and your kill per kill. So these are the things that you got to realize, the damage tiers. But I can already tell from just looking at your account that damage tiers, you should have no problem doing number 2 and number 3. You should be getting some easy kills. Like, you could also do poops for a little bit extra percent damage, but this is like a huge specific thing in damage. How's your shrines looking? Yeah, level 19 shrines all across the board. Your mob respawn is juiced out. Yeah, you're looking good on those as well. So I think, yeah, you're definitely on the Eclipse grind at this point. Buildings are fine for the most part. 46 out of 54. Dude, I totally forgot that the old cap used to be like level 50. Towers are like a level 120 now. It's crazy mode to me. You should be always build Crystal Shrine if you can, by the way. Try a little bit harder to build Crystal Shrine because your Crystal Shrine right now is only level 18. Your big thing as well is you should be focusing on getting crystals. Crystal spawns. Because I saw that you're 1 in 12. But it's because you weren't running cards. You weren't running the cards. So when it comes to specifically what's your crystalline stamp, it's 120, so it's not too bad. You want to get that way higher. So you should start making boring bricks and start getting your crystalline stamp up. This is going to be very, very, very big for you. It's definitely something you want to focus on. Definitely something you want to work on 110%. And also, if you have some free time, make some slimes. Just make a bunch of slimes and just see if you can squeeze 7,000 stamp level or even 8,000 stamp level out, just so you can get that 80% chance on getting a gilded stamp, which will just make your life easier for these things. Do I dare look at arcade? How's your arcade looking? Level 12. I mean, arcade doesn't matter. I'm going to be honest with you. I just kind of wanted to see where you're at with arcade. Arcade's pay to win anyways. Don't worry about it. So that's all looking good. How's your atom collider? Okay, you got soil, you got neon, you got fluoride. You should be focusing fluoride, if anything, over neon. Is your boron maxed? This needs to be maxed, 100%. Get your boron maxed. It looks like you're already working on it, though, which is good. Keep on boron. Boron, very important. Finish off boron. Then you're looking good there. That will help with your damage in total. All right, biggest ones. We're gonna look at cooking. Cooking is big. So you have turkey, which is good. Turkey is a huge one. Should probably not look at that. Let's just do levels here. So cooking. Okay, that's fine. That one's not too bad as well. Time to next level is 140 ladles. So you're just kind of missing out on some cooking speed at the moment. Once you start getting those cooking speeds doing, you shouldn't be worrying about this one, because if you take a look, time to next level is like 264,000 hours. Don't bother with that. Work on other stuff. What you need to do is you need to go in here and time to cook next. And you need to start taking 1 stacks of ladles and start throwing them on things. Because you see, you can literally get all the way up to... You could probably use like 10 ladles on each of these and just start juicing it up real big, or even 5 ladles. And that should be easy to start building that up for fluoride. Getting them closer and closer. Oh, and you need to finish off your diamonds. Oh, you're still missing some plates as well. Unfortunate, but that's okay. So yeah, cooking right now is going to be a really, really big thing for you. Hi, Fleming. It's going to be a really big thing for you at the moment. For Equinox 100K, which I use it on, you should use it on turkey. Reason why I suggest turkey is because that fills into Triangulon, which also gives you more cooking speed, in my personal opinion. But that's just my opinion. So it looks like you have all the jewels as well. Why are they not connected? Are you not connected to lab? Wait, no, you have Dude. You should be connected to lab. I don't know why you wouldn't be. And then if we take a look here for your build, you have the double star sign, which is huge. You have the double miscellaneous trophy. You have the keychain. You have the pendant. You should be putting the double of the bottom right slot on. And you need the top left slot. Those should be all on your main pusher. The reason being is you're going to use your card for crystals. So you want the top left slot, the bottom right slot to always run crystals whenever you're mobbing whatsoever, because that's XP, that's statues, that's golden food, that's money, that's yada yada. Okay, that's definitely something that you want to hard focus on. I mean, we all know Hunter is the superior class to everybody else. It is literally as superior gets. But when it comes really down to it, you want to make sure that those chips are being ran. But I mean, other than that, I mean, it looks pretty good. How are we looking for Divinity here? Total percent damage, good. 49 out of 100. You're missing some nice damage percent from here as well. Total damage percent. You need to unlock your last 2 gods as well to get that. You want to get that Cattle Cruck blessing to start getting some more damage also. Oh, here's a good thing that most people don't know, by the way. So let's do unlock rest gods. And minor, and blessings, total damage percent. And then if we go here, Let's also do hard focus cooking. Hard focus cooking is going to be a good one. And also, our next one. Have permep on at least one person. Because if you don't know, this is good for most people that they don't know. Permep doesn't give you the effect if you don't have it on the one person. It is the only god, even if he has Doot. Even if you have Doot, you do not get that extra bonus. You need to have at least one person equipped with Permep in order to get that bonus. So make sure that you equipped it. Very, very important on your highest Divinity character. That increases sailing speed. That also increases gaming. You want that ASAParino. And if you guys don't know, that's the red kitty. That is this guy, the little red cat. So that's what I would suggest as well. Now we're gonna head quickly over to sneaking. Sneaking bonus, blah blah blah. Pristine Charms. You have 2 Pristine Charms. Higher overgrowth, bigger summonus bonus. You have Crystal Comb, which is massive. That's such a big one to have. I mean, Pristine Charms, they're just gonna take some time. How's your Jadaporium looking? Are you missing out on anything really, really strong? You should have the total damage percent. So you have the level exception, which is huge. You have the reinforced science pencil. So that means the importance of Crop Depot is becoming a thing now. Damage percent, but I mean, it's just going to take time. We all know this. We all know that this is just going to take time. How's the Beanstalk looking? The Beanstalk's getting there. Not too bad. I mean, we all know how horrible kebabs are. Summoning. So right now, it looks like, if we take a look at your battles here, okay, you're missing out on some big total damage percent. So a lot of your damage percent will also be able to be coming from summoning, unfortunately. Rest in peace, summoning. Summoning. You want to focus on green. And then also eventually want to get yellow. Those are very, very big right now. Focusing on those two will help. Obviously, you're going to get more of these down the line, but yellow and green are the easiest. So we're going getting these 3, white, green, yellow, and you should be starting to fucking absolutely cook. All right, and before we finish this off, let's just make sure to take a look at your talents here, because this is where things start getting really, really crazy, okay? So the things that you want to focus on when it comes to DK building damage, I'm taking a guess. I'm only going to give you the stuff to book and the stuff that you want to use. We're not going to be talking anything else other than the stuff that you want to increase. So, the goats of tab 1, Meat Shank, Sharpened Axe, and Gilded Sword. Those are the 3 goats. All right? Make sure that those are maxed no matter what, fully booked. Tab 2, Health Overdrive, Strength in Numbers, Stress-tested garments or garbs, and Carry a Big Stick are also the goat. And then you'll eventually go start loving Hangry for Gold. For DK specifically for active farming, Shockwave Slash should be max no matter what. A lot of your abilities and talents scale off your Shockwave talent. So you want it like Statue and your auto attack, your imbued Shockwave for your auto attacks, and just Shockwave itself. There's 3 talents that have that use Shockwave. Okay? So that's definitely why you want to have Shockwave maxed as much as possible. It's great for wave clear. So Shockwave, Precision Power, which is the refinery rank that I was talking about before. And then obviously Daggerang is also going to be the GOAT as well. And then we go into the final tab here, which we got the GOATs are Mega Mongarang, Imbued Shockwave, and Statue. And also, you're missing tons of talents from Symbols of Beyond. Do not sleep on Symbols. Symbols is the GOAT. You are missing over 10 talent points per talent by specifically not putting points into this. You 100% want to put this in. No problem. Actually, you're technically missing 11. So you want to put points into this. Or 10 because you already have 1 point in there. So those are what I would suggest going forward for those. Now, going into the special talents. You have Crystals for Days. It's fantastic. Beginner Best Class. Awesome. Will of the Eldest. Good. Hemoglobin. Love to see it. Even attack on Simmer, that's good stuff. We got cardiovascular, nice. We also have dungeonic damage, even better. You have also stat overload, which is good, and you also have dreamer damage, which is great. I mean, to be fair, the filthy damage is kind of meh to be at best, but that's what I want to see from you. Now, going for the final thing, okay? We're going to take a quick look and see how you are for Constellations. So there should be no reason why you can't get big damage. There's no reason why you can't get big damage. Yes, and if you're also struggling, that's a good point. If you're also struggling for talents, what you can do is you can put points into this. You want to use your bargain tags to get this to point that you can atom it. Once you can atom it, you can just start funneling talent points to this. Okay, this is how you get all of your characters maxed out with maxed out talents and still have talent points left over. That's how you do it, is with the buff boy talent alchemy bubble, because it's a linear bubble. The same with fast boy talent and smart boy talent. And you got to remember that it works off warrior's rule, which is a multiplier. And finally, wait, there's also cards. I mean, obviously a little bit of card farming wouldn't hurt you either. I mean, you got some easy ones that you get to card for. Bosses and nightmares are all looking pretty good, but definitely want to start farming a little bit more here. Just getting that going. But if we go to the final one, this is the only thing that I want to check because this is some easy damage that most people forget. Flare Shop's maxed. Okay, this is what I have for you, Bdugg. So, things to work on. Change star signs. You're not running the proper star signs, so that's why you're missing out on a lot of damage. Not to mention you have a double star signs that double star sign bonuses, so, I mean, you're missing out on tons of damage. Maxing mana box. This has been fixed now. You can max mana box to get the full price of it. Get poppables from Gigafrogs. You need to finish off your, might as well finish off your drop rate farm. Get that going. You're almost there on the Obel page. Sure, it's slow. Get ES, get it going. You need to figure out your family Obel page. You have too much going on. Do no hybrids. Get remaining stamps and prioritize getting mob 3D prints for ES farming for combat stamps. Your combat stamps are pretty low. You're missing out on a lot of total percent damage. You get a full, like, pretty much 6% total damage from Britley Spears, Maddie Sapphire, Bojack. Hard focus, try 1, try 2, and try 3 from the Alchemy. This is a huge thing. So you have them below 100. It's going to give you insane. You're ready for his Clip Skulls. It's time to go Clip Skull farming. Even if you just want to use your candies, sink your candy into it, call it a good time. You also want to start working on crystal spawns as much as the same time as you want to work on damage. Crystal spawns is going to be huge for you. This is where most of your stuff comes from anyways. You want to finish off Boron, you're 17 out of 20. You want to get that done as soon as possible. Unlock Rest of Gods to get the Blessing total damage percent. You're missing out on Cattlecruck. Cattlecruck gives you a lot of total damage percent for basically for free. You want to hard focus cooking. You're at that point in time right now where you're getting pretty close to being able to diamond chef everything and be able to fluoride everything. So you want to hard focus cooking, get that total damage percent from like stuff like Octoplop. Have permeep on at least one character. I just noticed that while we're going through. You're missing out on free sailing gains and free gaming gains. So you want to definitely focus on one person. And the last one, focus on green and yellow summoning battles because those are going to give you some feisty total damage percent. And also, rewatch the VOD or when we upload this to see what I was talking about for talents going forward. But that's what I would suggest. Good luck, my dude. Get that stuff booked, and away you go.